What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So here I am in one of the worst roads in London, at least for me. I hate this road. It says Talgarth Road and then it leads to I don't know which one, but anyway, I usually only come here when I need to go to Chiswick Honda, which is what I'm actually doing right now. I'm on my way to Chiswick Honda for a bike service. So this is the first service on the Transalp. Is the 600 miles service, which is a very simple one, should be a quick one, but it's not at all cheap. You would think it would be, fairly cheap since they're not doing much to the bike. I don't know if it's just mainly oil change, but I can let you know if I find out more. But anyway, it's the first service, and until then you can't really push the bike too hard. Although the guys from Honda said you can open up a fair amount, as long as you don't rev it all the way up in every single gear, which is something I don't actually do, especially not on the Transalp. There's no need for it. I mainly ride in London anyway, so I can't really do that. It's been a really nice bike to ride, to commute. Is honestly, the turning circle on this bike is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I can do U-turns in really tight places and or tight roads, that is, and it's just to move between cars. If I'm ever stuck in traffic, if I need to suddenly change, like from here to all the way to the other further left lane, I could do it so easily. So it's great, when you're filtering, especially in the city, and it's so comfortable. It's very, very relaxed to ride this bike. Now the only thing that I find on this bike, and I'm getting used to it, is the height of the bike. Obviously the CB1000R, I have both my feet planted on the floor really, really well. I actually get to bend the knee slightly, so I'm very, very comfortable moving the bike, even in doing maneuvers like reversing. I can walk back and push the bike. It's not the same with the Transalp. I actually struggle doing that. I just about to do it if it is dry and I have good grip on the floor. I can kind of do it, but I do feel a little bit clumsy doing it, I have to admit. So I prefer to come off the bike and move the bike or park it. So yeah, so in that sense it is tall, but I guess you get used to it. I did think about buying a lower seat, but I was advised against it. So my friend Michael, who has a GS and has been riding for God knows how many years, very good rider, he advised me against it. He said, Victor, you'll get used to it, and so no point getting one, because but with a lower seat, and something that we might not even think, right, to make it lower, they remove some of the cushioning, so the ride won't be as pleasant as you would be with a tall seat or standard seat. So for that reason I decided to opt to just leave it. And as you can see, I have my foot there. I can't really put that one down. Can you see? It's just about, I can almost a little bit more than tiptoes, but it's not the I'd rather put one foot down properly than both just the tip of it, right? But yes, so I'm doing the service. I was going to ask them to fit heated grips, because it is starting to get cold, especially in the morning. So I thought, you know what, I think heated grips would be the right thing to do, especially now that they're keeping the bike for a few hours or a couple of hours for the service. I might as well install it. Now the price of the heated grips, I think, is £193 or thereabouts for the parts themselves. Now when you ask them to fit them, so the labor it bumps up the price to 380. Now that's absurd. You know, I've seen plenty of videos, and even before when I had my CB 1000R, well, when that was my only bike, I never found it to be so difficult. You know, I saw plenty of videos because obviously I still need to fit the left-hand grip, because it's just a standard one. I need to put a heated one on the CB 1000R, but it's just so expensive. The part, I think I find it it's about £200, similar to this one, but I only need one of them, and they don't do replacement ones. Yeah, £380 plus 220. You know, it's just ridiculous the amount of money I would be spending on doing it. So I decided, you know what, I'm pretty capable with doing, I might as well do it myself, which is something I was considering anyway. But I thought, you know what, it's not going to cost much, I'll just do it with Honda. But it does cost, so I'm not doing it. I'm doing it myself, and I'm going to order the parts from Webbike, Japanese website, and even with the delivery I believe it will be cheaper. Now the only thing with that is getting it getting the what is it called, Jesus, I always forget my words, is customs. So when it goes to customs, they will charge me. I'm sure they will, because things I've ordered from Germany, even, I had to pay the import tax and the customs. So yeah, it turns out to a little bit too expensive, to be honest. So but it might not be as bad, you know, it might not be as bad as buying here. So I think at the moment it's $130. So that's what, about £100 or something like that. So even with $30 delivery, which is about £20 plus customs, which would be what, 20%, or I don't know. Anyway, I don't think the cost will be as much as buying it here. So I'm gonna give it a go, because I've seen a lot of people doing it. I actually ordered a couple of things from them before, a long time ago, but I can't remember the import costs. So anyway, so that is something I'm gonna do it myself. So come back for that video, and I'm here choosing Honda. I think they will open in 10 minutes, and they'll be servicing the bike. And then on the way back, what I'll do is I'll tell you how I feel about the bike, the things that I'm extremely happy and things that I'm not so happy. But I think so far it's been great. Now, one of the things that I've done actually to the bike is I washed it the other day, because it was getting a little bit dirty. I washed the CB 1000R because it was really dirty and it needed some TLC, so I've done that, and I thought might as well do both. But yeah, this is a stunning bike, I have to say. I don't know why people say it's not that good looking, or could be better, or needs a lot of things on the bike, especially like the bash plate and stuff to look better. I don't think so. I think it's a beautiful bike, and it's a maybe a conservative design. You know, in a few years time the bike will still look good. You know, it's think about Mercedes and BMWs. They don't go too crazy with their designs, right? But then if you see them, Mercedes like from 1980s, it's still good looking, because you know they don't go too crazy, so it's still appealing to the masses, despite the times changing. So anyway, I like it. I think is beautiful in many angles. The headlight was the only thing I wasn't 100% sure about. I'm growing to love it, especially from this angle. Look, I think it looks really cool from the front, the full lights, LED lights, and you know, and then I'm gonna turn it into my bike, so it doesn't look like any other bike out there or any other Transalp. It's gonna look like my Transalp, like what I did to the CB1000R. I probably won't do paint scheme because I think that will add a lot of cost, and I quite like the homage to the original with this sticker. So I don't know, I'm thinking about possibly having it painted exactly like the original one, but let's see how everything goes. But I have plans to do quite a few mods coming, or some of the parts I already have. I'm just waiting to have time to fit them, and I want to record it so I can show you, tell you why I chose that specific part versus anything else. But yeah, there you go guys, let's go in, leave the bike in good hands, and I'll see you in a couple of hours. Alright guys, just left Honda Chiswick. The service was super quick. Dropped it around 8 o'clock on the dot almost, and at 8:45 they sent me a video about the health of the bike and all the work that they've done. So basically what they actually do on the service, or the first service, is they do oil change, and they change the filters. So I think it's the oil filter, and I don't know if it's the air filter. I think they're both. And then they cleaned, adjusted and lubed the chain. So always a good thing to have it nice and clean and maintained. So yeah, so those are the things that they do, and obviously they do a health check just to make sure the bike is all good. Now the next service is in 8,000 miles, and I was thinking, my god, that's loads. It's not loads, that's the standard, but because I don't do that many miles, unfortunately. Where am I going? I'm going here. Oh, I see. Yeah, so unfortunately I don't do that many miles, so I always do every year, a service every year, and I'll probably do what, 2,000 if I'm lucky. And now that I have two bikes, I'll probably be doing less, because you know, I'll have to share the mileage between the bikes. Although during the winter time, if it rains, for sure I'm going to be taking the Transalp everywhere with me. But yeah, so that's it. So and it wasn't 220 pounds for the service. The guy who told me that, so when they booked me in, they told me it was 220 for the first service, which I thought was a little bit expensive, and I ended up paying, well, when I dropped the bike they told me the cost of the service, and it was 193 pounds. So someone wants to race. But yeah, so 193 pounds, and yeah, pretty happy with the service. I spoke to them about the heated grips. They explained that, you know, they connected the cables properly, like to the harness, and it's connected to the dashboard, so you can do all the well, the wiring all done properly. And I was thinking, well, it shouldn't take 2 hours, especially for someone who does this all the time, right? They must do this to so many bikes. I don't think I would take 2 hours. If I wasn't recording, I was just doing it myself, I reckon I would be way quicker than that. But anyway, I'm going to do it myself. Now the question is, do I do the Oxford ones, the Oxford Pro, which doesn't have that monitor thing, which looks ugly. The other one is just one button on the left hand grip, and it looks pretty good, I have to say. but yeah, but the connection is different. It has advantages and disadvantages. You can connect straight to the battery. It has a cut-off switch, so if the battery power is too low, it will turn off the heated grips. But anyway, the only thing for me is I'm not so keen on it. I think the Honda ones look a little bit better. They're connected, so I can see on the screen, and it has the difference is on the Honda one you have 5 levels of heat, and on the Oxford Hand Grips Pro has only 3. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to start bringing my winter gloves, which are pretty damn good, but in the cold winter in the motorways you still feel the cold, so I definitely need the heated grips. So I'll be looking to getting them as soon as possible. But there you go, bike is all done. I'm happy to have it back. You know, I have to say, every time there's a service, it's a little bit annoying not having the bike, having to go and drop it, and I usually go to Chiswick, so the journey here is not great. But now I'm going to see a very good friend of mine, Masood. I'm coming to see you, brother. I'm going to have a coffee, and then I'll have to head back to work. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. I'll keep you in touch into any other mods that I'll be doing on the bike, and now we can open up the throttle properly and have a little bit of fun on the Transalp. I have to say, this bike, although it's tall and it's not as powerful, not by any stretch of imagination, not as powerful as the CB1000R, it doesn't have that sound as well. Obviously it has a stock bike, but I have to say, you have fun on the twisties with this bike, more than I expected, and it is so flickable. It's really lovely bike, honestly. I think if you only had one bike, and you know, you don't want to spend over 10k, I think this is the bike I would buy, honestly. It looks great, it does everything pretty well, you know. In terms of off-roading, come on, how many people who have adventure bikes actually goes off-road? If anything, even green laning, probably not many. And even for that, I think this bike is more than capable. I've seen people on YouTube, they've done some insane trips and stunts on the Transalp with just a few mods. So it is more than capable, probably more than capable than most riders who own it. So like me. So yeah, I think it's a great bike. If you ever considering getting one, I would say don't just get it, just buy it, because I love it, honestly. I had a CB500X previously, and I love that bike. I wish I kept it. The insurance was too high, so I didn't. I got rid of it, which was a shame. But honestly, this reminds me of the CB500X. Now I think it's called NT, or no, not NT. It's a different name anyway. But I would say, guys, honestly, this bike is similar to that, but a little bit more powerful, more stylish. It just has a great presence on the road. I'm nice and tall. I can see everything. In terms of maneuvers, it's so easy to do any of maneuvers with this bike. Slow speed, anything. Honestly, this bike does it all, and does it all really well. And the price, I think, is unbelievable for what this bike does. So if you're in the fence of getting one, I'll say, you know what, go and test ride it. Because I've done the test ride on this bike over a year ago, just because I wanted to check out. the bike. I wasn't even with the intentions of buying it, because back then I was in position to buy, so I thought, you know what, I'll just do it for the channel. But I didn't even end up recording. I was just enjoying the bike, and I was riding in the city. So I came to Chiswick Honda to try the bike, and I went to Ace Cafe, and honestly, even in traffic filtering, I was so good, and I knew I would end up buying this bike one day or another, and the opportunity came and I got it, and I'm chuffed about it. If you're in the fence, test ride it, and I'm sure they'll tilt it towards getting one, and you'll be a happy biker, guaranteed. So I'm very close to the Ace Cafe now, so you can see that last time I came here only took about 15-20 minutes, probably less than that, isn't it? Thought of something that I should have mentioned as well. When I got the bike, I bought basically the basic model, right? I didn't have any extras on the bike. I just wanted the basic models, because then I could add exactly what I wanted. And to be honest, I didn't want to add anything else to the price of the bike. Now, one of the things that I have on my CB1000R is a quick shifter, so allows me to put gears up and down as I please, but obviously I need to have enough revs for that, but lets me do that, which makes the ride more sporty, especially when you kind of ripping it. Now, I don't have this on Transalp. I am considering fitting one, but I just wanted to tell you that for someone who came from a much more powerful bike with a quick shifter, riding in a very sporty way, I do not miss I don't miss it that much on the Transalp. I've been on motorways, I've been in country roads, I've been in the city, and all the time, different styles of riding, and I don't think is that it was important to me at the moment, because I'm really enjoying doing the gears, like doing the clutch, going up and down the gears. It's honestly it hasn't impacted me so much. I'm enjoying it, doing the gears. It just reminds me when I started learning to ride, and I had my CB 500X, and I really enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun with it. Oh, see, I was distracting talking to you guys. It's okay, you're on the bike, you can easily fix this. But yeah, I honestly, it makes no difference to me not having the quick shifter. So I thought I was going to be fitting a quick shifter as soon as possible, but it's not actually the case. I think I can wait, I can do other mods to the bike, and that could come a bit later. Just wanted to add this because again, you guys probably thinking, should you get a quick shifter? If you know, there's nothing wrong with getting, you can still do the gears as normal, hitting the clutch, but I'll leave it, it's not a big deal. A lot of people say, oh no, you should come with it, or you definitely a must. It's not. It's not a must at all. You can do, if you really want to have the aggressive style of riding, but I can do that with the clutch. That's what I wanted to tell you, in case you're on the fence about putting a quick shifter. Anyway guys, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and to boost the algorithm, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.